hello there. I'm going to make this video somewhat short and, see where it goes. Anyway, I've had a sore throat for 8 years. I believed it was medically induced on purpose. The specific reason for this was that they saw me in whatever light and they had the opportunity, and they decided that this person should have a sore throat. And did they have the means to do it? Yes, because that's what happened. Did they have the right to do it? No. And they're beginning to discover that because they, continue with their ways, and they try to blame me for hypothetical situations in their paranoid minds. That's the methodology of the justification of what they do. I believe that there is a backdoor, and just in case they lost a legal situation, because big organizations don't like to lose money, the pharmaceutical industry, I believe, has a cure for this sore throat. And anyone with any sort of money might actually win the case without actually doing anything. And, an individual like myself, I would have to work at it and do it myself. How they may trick somebody into being in a position where the sore throat could return, as simple as flicking a light switch, quite simple. The pharmaceutical industry puts them on different medical conditions, medications for different medical conditions, and in doing so, they can reintroduce the sore throat and blame it on something else. In particular, if they don't like alcoholic beverage, a lot of doctors blame that for a lot of society's problems and a lot of health problems and yada yada yada. And some of us don't agree with that. Suppose they don't like the liver enzyme test that you might go take at some point as you age. You really don't really have to worry about that too much before you're 40. They're not going to find anything, because it shouldn't be anything wrong with your body. And if there is, that's unfortunate luck, but it doesn't happen that often, not in today's society. People don't smoke and drink excessively like they used to. But I do believe that they want to introduce this medication that deliberately gives people sore throats into mainstream alcohol, so that anybody who gets drunk maybe once a week or something like that will get sick much faster. And they'll use the justification, well, it's good for their health, well, it's better for society, blah 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 blah. And you look at an individual like myself, and how is it that I could have gone through this situation? Well, I made a video about my Aboriginal status card that I have and still have. It's still valid. And how you can fuck the system by essentially taking one dosage of a 6-pack and, under their control circumstances, they don't tend to give out ones that cost 1,000 Canadian dollars away, but they'd be on the hook for the other 5 regardless, and you can get away with this if you're a voluntary patient, like I am. And that would kind of explain why so much money was put into a specific individual like me, because I'm basically a white guy, your typical run-of-the-mill everyday white guy. And the native higher up actually like to abuse white people because they think of all the horrible things that happen throughout history and the fact that they're losing. And the white people that are in charge are like, oh, who do we give a damn if a few white people get fucked over? We're fucking people over all the time. Who cares if it's a few white people? And when you go around fucking people over, you always got to look over your shoulder and go, when's somebody gonna try and fuck me over? And individuals like myself do think about things like that, and things can always get worse. You can't trust the system. And this backdoor cure for my sore throat that I talked about, you can't be hooked on other medications that keep you from being free from the pharmaceutical world. Because if you do, then the chance of a sore throat or any other medical condition could return based on the decision of people who do not care about you, or have a very warped sense of what caring about you means. And it is warped. It's just screwed up. I don't know, with a guy like me, at this point in time, they realize, oh, he's not such a bad guy. We've been observing him for quite a while, but we can't give up on this research because this could actually change things, where they're unable to introduce such medications into the basic alcohol stream, which would be ineffective anyway, because there would be immediately an underground system of alcohol that would cause the program not to work. They're hoping to slowly brainwash the civilian population into accepting, oh, if I get drunk tonight, I'm going to be sick for a week, and that's because they put shit in the beer. Yeah, some of us wouldn't like that at all. And people go, well, the government, they make all kinds of money out of alcohol taxes. And although that's true, only certain sectors of the government do. Because with money, any sort, nobody wants to share it. We're not good people. I mean, even the peons like me who, are working stiffs, you might buy someone a sandwich, you might, open up a GoFundMe, you may, throw a few dollars somebody's way, or any number of stupid things. But in the long run, obviously it's a rat race and you're thinking about yourself. And that goes the same for anybody. I really hate the sanctimonious phonies that are out there. I can't stand them. And, I'm concerned that in the end, they will just want me to shut up and take the medications they prescribed, even though I don't need them. And they go, well, it's not your choice to decide if you need them or not. Actually, it is, because I'm going to be a pain in the ass if you, insist on telling me lies about my physical health. Yeah, because I wouldn't like that. And I don't want to be in a position where, okay, maybe they might get rid of my sore throat eventually anyway, but they could always bring it back. Because these are the sort of people you can't trust. They're, I could literally go find a swarm of mosquitoes from, Winnipeg or something like that, and they would be more trustworthy than any of the medical professionals I've ever dealt with. And especially the pharmaceutical ones. Oh, they are the dirt of society. However, they get paid too much. Yeah, that is often the case. Yeah, so this, back door, I obviously want it. And they don't want to give it to me, because I could prove to be a fundamental problem for them in the legal system, because I'm a bit resentful of the treatment plan that I received, and I was supposed to be too dumb to figure it out. No, they may say, well, he is too dumb to figure it out, and he never will, because there are certain individuals in the medical system who do not like me intensely, not because I've done anything, but because I'm an inconvenience. And it wouldn't be the first time the medical system has black bagged somebody and they just disappeared into anywhere. And to be honest, they're not making decisions for me. I'll make my own decisions. And pursuing this from a legal avenue is something I'm going to have to deeply consider. Because I'm not taking medications for bogus problems that aren't real, or greatly exaggerated by the medications I already take, which is, they're both just as likely, which could result in the sore throat being reactivated in a future point in time for whatever reason. So, that's all some stuff to think about. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here, and I'll talk to you assholes later.